and welcome in. If you're new here, my name is Jess, and in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you ways that I helped boost my confidence as a plus size model and content creator. I've realized being confident is half the battle in achieving your dreams. You have to believe that you can do what you set out your mind to do before you actually do it. Growing up, it was always a little bit of a struggle to feel confident because I never really felt like I fit in. If you are someone who also has gone through life feeling like you don't fit in and you're tired of that and you want to figure out how to be confident, I'm sharing some of the things that I did that has worked for me and that I am continuing to do, because confidence is a lifelong journey. You just don't have it one day and you keep it. It is something that you have to nurture and sustain. Let's get into the first thing. The very first thing on the list is quite simple, but it has been probably the most impactful, and that is truly just watching what I consume. I was consuming a lot of things that made me feel bad about myself. I found myself comparing myself to other people. That is a telltale sign that you are not consuming things you should be consuming. Whether it's what you watch, who you follow, what you're listening to, should make you feel empowered and should make you feel good about yourself. You should feel like you're on your own path that's unique to you, and it doesn't really matter that other people aren't doing what it is that you're doing. You continue to pursue what excites you or what makes you feel best. I really had to go through my follower list and remove people who I wasn't really jiving with anymore. And that's not to say there's anything wrong with their content. I just couldn't consume it in a place I wasn't comparing. And so the best thing you can do sometimes is to remove yourself. We're constantly being inundated with other people's lives, and there's this idea that the grass is always greener on the other side. So we see someone else living a life that we think we want, but not knowing the things that they had to do to get there, or not understanding the full breadth of the situation. Sometimes looking outside of ourselves to find inspiration or to look at how we can achieve our goals is actually detrimental to us achieving our goals. Become more attuned with your intuition and follow what it is that you know is best for you. I also try to limit the amount of time I'm on social media, which I know is interesting because social media is work for me. But I find that sometimes when I'm scrolling too much, I start to get in my head a little bit more. Of course, I want to stay up to date. I want to know what's going on. So I'm not saying get rid of social media completely, but I do think setting clear boundaries with yourself on how much time you're on social media, scrolling TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, whatever. And when I am on social media, I am following people that I really love. I also wanted to be super specific about the types of people I was following. So I wasn't following only thin women for fashion inspo. I'm a curvy girl. So I had to start looking at people who had body types that were similar to mine. It helped me to become more comfortable with my body. I think that sometimes when we look to people who don't look like us, sometimes it's hard to imagine how things may translate. I think that having size and racial diversity on my social feeds has really helped me to become more aware that we are all different, and being different is okay. It's not a bad thing. In the same wheelhouse of watching what you consume, another thing that I have done that has really improved my confidence and self-esteem is doing affirmations and meditations. There's something so powerful about saying positive things about yourself out loud, or even just listening to them. I really am a believer in the science that like your subconscious picks up on what is being said, even if you may not be aware of what's being said. My new favorite thing to do is when I'm getting ready to go out for work events or I'm going out for the evening, I put on affirmations and I do my makeup to that. And every single time without fail, anxiety comes down significantly. It really just helps me to recenter myself. Once you're listening to affirmations or you're reciting affirmations, it forces your brain to think about something else and not your anxious thought. I absolutely love the app Insight Timer. I have been using them for the last couple of years, and they have some incredible practitioners that do meditations and affirmations, and I sometimes just go through and find random ones and listen to those. I also use Spotify to find different affirmations and meditation. And it doesn't have to be a whole thing, you know? I know some people, it's really weird to like imagine yourself like talking in the mirror and saying these affirmations, or maybe you're a busy mom and you don't have time to do a whole 30-minute meditative practice. Maybe when you're making your kids lunch and you have a couple of minutes put some headphones in and listen to affirmations while you're doing their lunch. Or if you're commuting to work, maybe throw an affirmation or meditation practice on while you're commuting to get your mind right as you start your day for work. If you go into your day feeling strong and filling your cup up, you have more to give throughout the day. I don't want anyone to think that it has to be a whole elaborate meditative practice. It really doesn't. It can be 2 or 3 minutes. Sometimes mine are even shorter than that. I feel like affirmations give us a sense of power back. We stop looking for validation in other people. We're able to find that validation within ourselves. Something else that I implemented in my daily life to help boost my confidence is investing in things that I know make me feel good. Whether that's turning off the TV and not rotting for a day and instead going for a walk, or calling my friends and talking through how I'm feeling, if I'm feeling anxious or insecure about something, or maybe it just means choosing healthier foods. Maybe instead of choosing something that's quick and easy, I prepare my own food. Or it could be as simple as cleaning my apartment, checking something off my list that I know my future self will thank me for. For example, I'm recording this video right now and it's a Saturday. Like, I could be anywhere, but I know my future self is going to thank me for investing the time in doing this video at this very moment. Hopefully this leads me closer to my goals. So I guess it's essentially learning to be comfortable in making sacrifices and investing in myself in a way that is sustainable. When I do the things that I say I'm gonna do, I trust myself more. And when I trust myself more, I feel more confident. Doing little actionable steps day by day helps you to build that trust with yourself, and it helps you to set up a routine where you're doing things that automatically help you build confidence even if you're not thinking about it. If you're the type of person where you're saying, I wanna stop spending money at Starbucks. I spend $10 a day at Starbucks, if not more. I want to start making coffee at home. If every day you say, okay, I'm gonna make my coffee at home. I bought myself an espresso. I spent $70 on 80 pods. That's 80 cups of coffee for the next 80 days. I can invest in making coffee at home. It's a very small thing to do, but you are setting yourself up to be like, okay, now I'm not going to Starbucks every single day. You're building that self-trust in yourself, and it helps you believe that you can do things that you don't think you can do. And that really has been the case for me. I've started really, really small and built up from there. That has really helped me to strengthen the muscle of self-trust and self-reliance. The next thing on the list is going to sound like the antithesis of how to build confidence, but it truly has been such a game changer for me, and that has been to get comfortable with rejection. I know you think of rejection as the opposite of confidence. You think that confidence means you get whatever you want. And I wish that were true. But for me, confidence actually means that whether or not I get the things that I want, I still feel good about myself. As someone who works in a very subjective space, I get rejected 9 times out of 10. I am so comfortable with hearing no, and I've had to remember and learn that the things that I don't get are actually for my betterment. Sometimes something better comes along, or I find out that the thing that I thought I wanted actually wasn't what I wanted at all. Knowing that no is not the end of the road, maybe it's a not right now, I really do trust and believe that all of the no's that I have gotten on my path have really brought me to the place that I am now. I'm nowhere close to where I want to be, but I trust that I am much better than I was, and I'm on my way to where I want to be. I recommend putting yourself out there a lot more. The more you practice doing things that you're afraid of, the more you practice going outside of your comfort zone, the easier it becomes. Rejection is so hard, but it also births so many beautiful lessons. The very last thing that I have been doing to help build confidence has been getting comfortable doing things alone. Moving to New York actually has required me to really get comfortable with doing things alone. Even though it's full of people and there's always something to do, there's not always people to do it with. Because the city is so spread out, if you're not close to your friends geographically, sometimes it can be more of a headache to wait on people. It's very easy to get stuck in our own bubble. You go to an event and you have someone with you. It's easy for you guys to just talk to each other and not meet other people. Whereas when you're alone, you're a lot more open to talk to other people because you don't have someone who's comfortable like there with you. There was a time where I would talk myself out of doing things if I didn't have somebody with me. And I realized I was missing out on so many different opportunities because I was just waiting for other people to affirm that I could do something, or I was waiting for other people in order to live my own life. In doing things by yourself, you're granting yourself permission to live the life that you want and not the life that other people want for you. I am so grateful for all of these tools that have helped me to be a little bit more confident and to be out in the world and put myself in a place where I can be criticized and ridiculed, but understanding that that is not the end of the world, that I think so highly of myself and I love who I am, and I know that I'm a work in progress. I'm not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, will never pretend to be, but I understand that I am human and we are all living a human experience. And the best thing we can do for ourselves is invest and be the best versions of ourselves. Thinking ahead to the future, but also living in the present. It has definitely been a journey, and again, it's something that we are going to be on for the rest of our lives. I want to see more women, especially my curvy girls, feel more empowered and feel like they have the tools to move throughout the world in a way that makes them feel good and seen. We need you to shine your light, babes. You are so important in this world, and I am so grateful for you. We want you to be your best self. We want you to look your best. We want you to feel your best. If I can share some small ways that helped me be more confident, and if it helps you do the same, I feel like I have done my duty. Anywho guys, I hope this was helpful. Let me know if you guys practice any of these tools or tips. Comment down below. Let me know how you're building confidence in your daily life. What are some practices that you're participating in that have helped you feel confident and feel beautiful? Thanks again for watching, guys. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with someone you love if you think this would be helpful for them. I love you, I love you, I love you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.